Oh, nothing. About to get in my car.
I know. I'm on Highway 56.
Are you calling about a bear?
Yes.
Yeah. This is close to running in my port side and destroying my whole boat.
I think those clips tell you everything you need to know about today's video.
You have a Hyundai Tucson. You don't know if you want to give this back to the bank or sell it. So kind of give me a little bit more detail.
It's more of me trying to figure out like what I exactly want to do so that I can get my home. I have student loans as well. My credit right now is awesome. I don't want to mess it up, so I know I can't turn it back in. I can afford the car. I haven't missed the payment.
What's your interest rate right now on the vehicle? Do you know?
I really don't know.
You bought it 2 years ago. Do you remember how much you bought it for?
I put $2,500 down. It was 22.
We can do some reverse calculations. At a 13% interest rate with $25,000, you're paying about $478.
She wants to buy a house, and that's usually where people start looking a little bit closer at their debts. Fortunately, her credit is good. Her knowledge around the Hyundai loan ends somewhere around knowing she has one. The interest rate could be 4%, 14%, or even a phone number. She has no idea. So the credit score was good. The attention to detail was doing its own thing.
So let's say you got a 10% interest rate. How much do you pay for insurance?
I've just paid off within 6 months, $3,200.
Every 6 months, you're paying about $500 a month. In reality, you're paying $900 a month for this Hyundai, which is probably why you're a little bit worried about buying a home. How much do you make a month?
$2,000.
And you're a correction officer? 50% of your income is going to this car. What kind of house are you looking at? What price range?
Low 2s, 3s.
Did you already get a pre-approval with a mortgage company?
That I haven't done because I don't want to run my credit.
How much money do you have saved up right now?
I have $16,748.
The Hyundai has managed to secure half her monthly income. The remaining half now has a small job of covering everything else. Rent, food, bills, savings, and a future house can all fight over whatever's left. The car isn't part of the budget anymore. It's been promoted to co-owner of her paycheck. At this rate, the Hyundai may qualify for the mortgage before she does.
Typically with some credit unions, they'll do 100% financing, but when you're making $2,000, $2,500 a month and you're paying $400 a month for the car, $500 for insurance, it doesn't leave you a lot for your principal and interest payment. So you may run into an issue with that. You would have to completely remove this vehicle and get something around $100 to $200 a month in order for you to try and afford a home. What's more important to you? Is it the car or is it going to be the home?
I really want my home.
So then what I would do is get a cheaper car, get a cheaper insurance policy, try to find a way to sell this Hyundai without putting too much down.
The solution is to replace the Hyundai with something much cheaper. Not as exciting, but neither is delaying a house for several more years. A cheaper car would leave room for savings, emergencies, and the occasional meal. The replacement doesn't need to be anything special. It just needs to cost less than half her income. That's a fairly low bar for a vehicle to clear.
Are you a one-income household or two-income household?
It'll be just me.
You're making the right decision by taking a step back. From the $16,000, you can go buy a $5-6 grand car, and that we have no car payment. You can get liability-only insurance, which is like $50-$60 a month. That's not what you want to hear?
It's not that I had a set goal of when I wanted to like have my house, and that was in August, with July.
It's okay. Listen, some things take time, and the fact that you're having this time to think about it is allowing you to be in a better position. I think you're doing a great job.
The Hyundai needs to be replaced with a cheap cash car. For now, the only requirement is that it runs and it doesn't collect half her income. It doesn't need a big screen, panoramic roof, or a payment attached to it. It just needs to get her around without competing with a house. For the next few years, the best feature on that car will be that it's paid for. So now she just needs a cheaper version of the cheap option.
By figuring out what is most important to you. And listen, I promise you'll get that home. You're going to have that house. Don't worry, okay? Life has something better planned for you. Trust me. I have had phone calls where people bought a home and bought a nice car and they foreclosed on their home because they over-leveraged themselves.
Most definitely. I've had a repossession before. I've seen how it affected my credit. I'm definitely not going to moonwalk back to that. I'm just going to pace myself.
I've had my cars repossessed too. I've been there with you. It takes a long time to recover. I'm still recovering. You're making a good decision by just taking a step back. You can't get home ownership. Just do it right.
A car is supposed to help you get home. It works a little less well when the payment helps you lose one. He's seen people get the house and lose it because they bought too much car. So they had a place to park it. They just couldn't afford to keep the place.
Do I think you'll get approved? I ain't got a damn way of knowing or a clue. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I do. What I do know is I've got more banks than anybody in my region, and I do a lot of work with people with subprime credit. So if you're gonna get approved anywhere, I'd say this would be the place to do it.
I hate for a hard credit pull. I mean,
What's your plan if you don't end up getting a vehicle?
I'm just going to have to get it by here, pay here a lot.
Now, you understand the loan rates on those are about 36% interest, and your payoff is variable based on who's working that day.
Right.
If you want to go down that road, by all means, but I don't think that fixes the long-term issue.
This is usually how bad credit keeps getting worse. The first option doesn't work, so the next option is one that costs even more. There's no pause to figure out why every lender is saying no. The only goal is finding someone willing to say yes. And buy here, pay here lots are very good at saying yes. They'll approve the car. They'll just want most of her paycheck in return.
Yeah.
See, if I got this loan on your credit and we got 12 months of perfect payment history, I don't see a reason why you couldn't trade out of it, get into something you really like, have a better credit score, be able to do a lot more things.
Yeah, well, my thing is I don't have anything on my credit. Anything to show.
Do you know where you're scoring out at by chance? Because you're trying to get qualified with no money down, correct?
Yeah, my credit's like 503 or 530, maybe less. I don't even know. But they just pulled the R credit, so I'm not sure what it is, to be very honest with you.
No, 100%.
The other thing is, we told you have no history.
Do you want to go get a buy here, pay here car?
Not in particular.
She thinks her credit is in the 500s, maybe lower. So we're starting with a number and a question mark. The salesman's plan is to make 12 perfect payments and refinance, which means the expensive loan only needs to be affordable for one flawless year. No missed payments, no emergencies, no bad months. Very simple, as long as real life agrees to take the year off.
But rather do it through a legitimate company that's less in interest, but I just...
Well, I'm right here.
I just don't want my credit to keep being hit.
I mean, if you want my honest opinion on where you're at credit-wise, if you're scoring out at a 500 score, 2 to 3 inquiries by me are not going to affect that score to an ability to where you will not be able to buy anything that you were not able to buy before. Does that make sense, what I just said?
Yeah.
So the difference between you being a 495 and a 505 is nothing. Now, if you were a 681 Beacon...
She's worried the credit check could knock a few points off, which would matter more if the points were currently helping. The score in the low 500s has already made its position pretty clear. The inquiry might change the number a little. The rest of the credit report will still be doing most of the damage.
Talking about this, and I was saying, well, you probably don't want to go right under 680 because that's the next tier bump. I would say don't. But being where you're at now, I would say it's not going to affect you into a detriment amount where you won't be able to do anything you weren't already able to do.
I can let you try.
It's your credit and it's your money that you're deciding to spend. If you don't feel good about it, please don't go with me. All I'm telling you that if you have subprime credit and you are in the East Tennessee region, I'm the person to come to because I will make sure I do everything and leave no rock unturned to get you approved.
Yeah, maybe you can work miracles up there.
I love it. I love it.
If you're asking the salesman to work miracles, buying the car should probably be put on hold, because getting approved and being able to afford it are completely different things. The loan doesn't become a good idea just because somebody manages to find one. It just means he found a lender willing to join the experiment, and she gets to make the payments while they wait for the results.
I said it once and I'll say it again, guys, bad credit does not matter anymore. You already know your interest rate's going to be high as hell, but at least you can still get a car. I just had a customer come in who's currently driving a Chevy Malibu. She's about $13,000 upside down on that car. Not only that, extremely challenged credit. I think she was like a 465 score. Did she qualify for a new car? Unfortunately not, so it's not like we could roll that negative equity into the next loan. A used car wouldn't work either because we didn't have a car that can absorb $12,000, $13,000 of negative equity. Now, you know what's crazy? She couldn't trade out of that car, but she got approved on a second loan.
She couldn't trade out of the first loan, but they were willing to give her a second one. So instead of fixing the problem, they offered to double it. The lender would simply place another vehicle beside the first problem. 2 car payments might not solve the first problem, but they would give her a second problem to compare it with.
And as a reference, her monthly income was about $4,000 to $4,500 a month. Now, did she end up taking on that second auto loan? No, it just didn't make sense for her. Yes, she was extremely upside down on her current car, but it's not like it was giving her any issues. What's crazy though, she did text me saying that if she had a family member that would take over those payments or she knew what to do with the other car, she would definitely get another one. So if any of you guys are in a similar situation, credit's not the best, upside down or whatever the case is, but you have decent income, you can definitely get a car. If you guys want more videos on situations just like this one, make sure you follow J-Rod Sells Cars.
The fact that she'd even consider another car says enough. There's no interest in getting a break from car payments, just in changing which car the payment belongs to. That mindset keeps dealerships busy, and it explains a 465 credit score better than a credit report ever could.
My man came down, he wanted an M550, I don't got one on the lot. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go find one. This beautiful car? He ain't want this beautiful car. That's not what he want. He want to be a hot boy, let's make him a hot boy. Let's graduate him. M550, you're gonna go look for him. He gonna fill out credit app. He gonna give us some bribe. We're gonna go look for it. And we're gonna make his dreams happen. That's what we do at Common Auto Mall. We make dreams happen. My man Lil Haiti gonna get an M550. We just get you approved at Common Auto Mall, baby. That's what we do.
The dream car part is easy. The dealership just needs to find someone willing to finance it. Whether the rate is terrible or the payment takes over your life can be sorted out later. The important thing is that the keys are in your hand. The dream car comes first. The math can catch up later.
Okay, I've been hating on Teslas for too long. I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy one. My friend knows how to cheat the system so he doesn't have to pay attention in his car at all. And it just drove us all over town, wherever we wanted. Went out to go get drinks. Guess what? We didn't take an Uber and we didn't drive drunk. And guess what? That car dropped us off in his garage. We had to park kind of far in the store, and it was 112 degrees. He summoned the car to pick us up in front of the store. Are you kidding me? I'm a fucking hater. I've been hating for no reason at all. I'm obviously going to keep my diesel truck, but I'm going to go get a fucking Tesla.
That is a very efficient way to lose an argument with yourself. One impressive feature, and now he's picking out the color. The car didn't have to prove it was practical. It just had to do one thing he thought was cool. Now he's ready to spend a lot of money on a new car. A long-standing opinion defeated in one short drive. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.